Down there, so that's the kind of the position that you want to be in. Yeah, they're about 1.5 pounds, so you get about 0.7 of a kilo, those clubs, with the lights in.
I'm doing the move.
No cheating, no cheating.
No cheating with the spirals, eh?
A donut that slides here. Oh God, no, you're being very adventurous there.
Dutchman, yeah, shuffle on the production. Like this, yeah, like this, yeah. The flow on Dutchman, yeah, the flow on Dutchman.
Yesterday, I arrived here with Wolkowinski, one of my favorite club swingers ever, and we talked about a lot of clubs, but today he showed me behind the curtain that there is also a very interesting club here, which has two clubs on both ends and the handle in the middle, which basically, well, I let him do the talking why he created this, and let's try to give it a swing afterwards, hey?
Yeah. So what you just? I saw this in a picture. This was a picture basically, and I just thought, well, I'm going to make it just to see what it's like. It's a bit like when I made these. I just wanted to see what it was like.
Sure.
So what's very interesting about this is that you have to keep on the frontal plane. So if you do a heart shape, you have to keep your basically the club on the frontal plane and be mindful of the club at the bottom, because you're swinging the club at the top, but the club at the bottom follows through.
Right.
So it's a bit like, it reminds me of the bow stick like we were talking about just now. So the bow stick type of movements is very, very similar.
And do you also use it as a bow stick or only like as an Indian
Well,
club?
you can use it as a bow stick. I mean, you can do this type of thing where, it's a little bit small for that,
Right.
for bow stick work. But you can do that type of thing with it. Or even, even sort of, rotating it through here, I beg your pardon, so, and downwards. And then rotating it back and downwards.
Right.
But it's a little bit small for that. I would prefer
It's
to
true,
do
it's
something.
true.
Yeah. So and I think that when I first made it, so basically I got rid of the pommel, and where the pommel normally would be on an Indian club, you've got the second guard. The guards aren't really necessary here,
Right.
because you can feel the middle of it quite easily.
Right.
Yeah. So if to ever make another one, I'd be sort of getting rid of this section through here, just having the serrated bit in the middle.
It does swing very well.
But it's an interesting swing, and nevertheless, yeah.
Try it?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see.
Oh no, come over here.
Yeah, I can. So,
Oh no, sorry, I put it around my way.
looking at yourself. So what I was in India last time in 2022, I learned quite a bit from the actual stick swinging, and that technique was actually very new to me, because normally I'm used to going over the shoulder like this, like you would swing a mace or a club. But what they taught me was that it's actually this movement where you turn and then bring it to the other side. So there's you go frontal plane, so front corridor, back corridor, front corridor, back corridor. And you speed that up, but eventually you can let the stick create momentum with a full wrist and do all these types of movements, which are very similar to some of the swings that I do with mace.
Absolutely.
Because this is for example, the cradle, and you have the sword, and you go back here, and then you turn around. So I've never seen them do this with the stick, just a swing over the shoulder.
Right.
They always do either this, or there's even more complicated ones where they kind of move like this, turn, and then bring it around, and because the stick is very long. So
No, it's just long. Yeah, that's going to slip in. I'll take it.
So that, because this is so long, that stick,
Yeah.
this reminded me of this, because now you also have the center point with both sides, so you would be able to do
weight either side of your hands.
So you will be able to do exactly the same thing as they do with their bow stick. So I would think that using it as that, like this, is actually, this is so much fun. And then coming around like this. And then even you can do this with two.
Yes, you can easily do it with two. Yeah.
I do it like this.
Yeah.
And I take technique is, oh man, and it saves so much space.
Well, it's the same sort of concept, isn't it? Like the Indian club replaced the sword for military training.
Right.
Only that can replace something much longer, like the bow stick, technically, or the what is it, Karalapatai stick? Yeah.
Yeah, there's different names for it. This is very cool. You feel it on the forearms and the wrist.
Sure.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Even a lot more than just with the bow staff. I love this movement because this is, you won't see this with the clubs.
No.
This is more purely from the wrist. And then connecting it to the hip as well. Yeah. That's so cool. Does it have a name?
It's just a double-ended club, basically.
Double-ended club.
Nothing sort of special to it. It was just from a picture, you know. When I drew the pattern up for the template and just made, you know, put it on the lathe and made it.
Right.
And then
So cool.
painted it with the colours and stuff.
Yeah, your painting is also very beautiful. Do you do that yourself?
Yeah. I mean, it's all these are mine too, with the lights at the bottom.
Yeah, I've seen this in your videos.
And also the this one here is like it's got the spiral on it, like that one has.
Yeah.
The origin of the spiral is from arm rolling. So arm rolling, I'll grab these two here and I'll show you, because that's a really beautiful variation on the parallels. So the arm roll is like a parallel transition. So you basically swing down, freeze one arm at the right position, and then basically this hand freezes in this position, and then you tilt your arm down to let the club roll down. And now I've reversed. So I'm now swinging down to the left, and then basically up to here, there, down to the right. But the problem is you have to really be careful, because the angle of that is, I mean, it'll roll too fast or it won't roll at all. So you've got to just get it right. It took me a lot of practice to actually work out where it's got to go. And then I realized that it's actually a very, very small movement. I mean, it's just enough to roll the club. And it reminds me basically of like a violin, because the violinist holds their hand here.
Right.
And you know, then you can see that this hand is completely open. So I mean, it's a challenge for this hand to control the club, and you're not doing this sort of thing, moving it down. You want the club to do basically a quarter circle here.
I see that. There's a small circle that you're doing.
It's just a quarter circle.
It might also be difficult to do that with the rhythm.
I can do it with rhythm. I mean, it's not a major drama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, I basically swing everything to.
Can I try it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So it's on the upswing. You have to go on the upswing, hold one arm still. Yeah, so that's it. So always do one or two swings first before you actually do that. So yeah, to the left, and now you're going to change direction. And you try not to twiddle the fingers to make it go. So now do it on the window side. Yeah. So you know the temptation is to move your arm with the club. That's what you don't want to do. That's it. And then roll it back.
Oh yeah, because I have to lower the arm.
Yes,
Okay.
lower the arm.
I got it almost.
Yeah.
1 second.
So that's the idea of the spiral, so that the actual club can be seen rolling.
Right.
Because they highlight the actual mobility of the club. So now you go on. So now when you come up to this one here, so the club has to actually rest on this point here, the high point of the arm. Bring that arm down there. So that's the kind of the position that you want to be in. And now that's it. Let the club roll to there. Now drop your arm a little bit, and again not too much. To about there, and let it roll back. And then fall straight into the swing.
I think it's laying on my bicep.
Okay. No, that's it. No, well, you've got to. Yeah, I understand that, but you've got to adjust for that. Yeah. Yeah. Further down the wrist. That's it. Let it roll, and then roll it back and swing straight away. That's it. Yeah, that was a good one. That was great. Yeah.
That's awesome. I like the spirals.
Yeah, they're about 1.5 pounds, so about 0.7 of a kilo. Those clubs with the lights in them, because the lights are quite heavy because they're right at the end. Oh. Stop those fingers from moving. Ring grip, only ring grip.
Alright.
It's just the thumb and the forefinger there. That's just that.
I'll try that again.
So it's a completely loose grip. It's very, very good practice, because you're literally just using 2 fingers and then down. That's it.
It's really about the arm movement. It's really about, like, once you're here, you kind of gotta.
Of course, yeah,
raise
that's
your
it,
arm.
that's it, and then lower your arm.
Lower
I mean,
your
this is a very gentle movement. You can't exaggerate it, and you can't overdo it, dropping it down, because it will literally just fall off.
Yeah, you have to have very much patience with this. Yeah, and you can definitely see if you're. I'm doing the move.
No cheating, no cheating.
No
that's
cheating
it,
with the
that's
spirals,
cheating.
eh?
But yeah, no, you're loosening, now you're loosening your grip. That was great on that side. So loosen the grip, and then just literally the arm controls it. The hand that's holding the club basically is completely loose. There's no muscular work there at all. So this, just so that you also, that stopped. It's this is 56 beats a minute. This beat.
I noticed that I automatically go swinging
Yes,
slower.
yes. You know, when you go slower. But this is what I was telling you yesterday. That it's so important that slow movements, but gravitational pull movements, are really, really excellent for.
So Paul has also got a very cool way of swinging flags, Australian flags.
Yeah, so I mean, it's basically down.
Wow.
It's a bit tight in here for this, unfortunately. So it's fun to do.
It is. Can I try that?
Yeah, of course. You've got to you've got to let the clubs, the flags straighten out. That's it. Go.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's nice because you feel the air being moved by the. That's it.
Nope, that's it.
Australia, that's right.
Hey. Oh, it feels really interesting as well.
It is, and it's soft. It's very soft and it's very relaxed. That I love doing that.
So we were just swinging the Australian flags here with Wolkowinski, and what I noticed when I swung those clubs, or at least flags, was that you have to be in touch not only with the rhythm of the background, but also they have to be smooth. Otherwise, they will, curl up. That's it. But he has also got a few very special clubs. There's like this rolling piece of wood inside of it, and well,
okay,
there you go.
So the idea of this is it's got a donut that slides here, and this is quite loud, so I'll put some cardboard in there to stop the noise, quite frankly, because otherwise I'd disturb everybody.
The neighbors.
The idea of it is it's a training club to teach people to swing silently, because if a person doesn't swing properly, the club makes a noise. That's the idea of it. So
right.
I'm not swinging correctly right now. So if I swing both of them and mess it up, they're making a noise. But if I speed up a little bit, they go silent. That's the idea of these.
Wow, that's a great idea.
So they're purely for teaching purposes.
Yeah, sure. Not for music purposes.
No, and it's the clubs. No, the clubs are basically they. It's very difficult to work out at what point they actually make a sound, because they're gravity fed. So I mean they're going to make a sound on the way down. Yeah. So I mean that's basically 10 out of 10 as far as schooling goes. It's 10 out of 10, but that was a mistake. That should have made a noise then.
Oh, there you go. It's a great way when you're up at night and you don't want to wake anybody. It's like, all right,
Yes.
I gotta stay
right.
sharp.
You gotta stay sharp, yeah.
Now it doesn't make a sound. Oh, there it was. There was the sound. No.
So I'm too busy watching it. I've just tilted the camera down a bit. Okay.
And I guess the slower the rhythm of the music.
Yes. The harder it is, yeah. Because you've got to make sure that the clubs are in the right position and making proper back circles. I mean, those back circles are great. That's it. Yeah, make sure it's cone straight up the back club. That's it.
I'm afraid with the ceiling.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I totally understand. Yeah, I don't think they're going to work that way around. It's just top and bottom, up and down.
Interesting, very interesting.
Yeah.
They are fun. You all made this yourself, right?
Yeah. I've also been played around with modifying the standard. You just hold one club.
Yeah.
You just hold one. I've actually made the handles shorter here, because I actually think that the distance. So this is the classic. These up here are all the classic keyhole distance from there to there, and I'm actually starting to think that that's not quite right. So I've actually shortened it by about 1.5 centimeters. You can see, and I think this fits into your hand better than this.
Hand is.
Well, yeah, within reason. Yeah, within reason.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can see what you mean. These ones look smaller as well.
Yes, they do. So that. No, maybe not. That's it might be a bit of an optical illusion.
Could be.
Yeah. Anyway, so I mean, it's very fortunate to have your own facility to make clubs that you can mess around with the. I mean, it's like a continuous research and development.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, somebody has to do it.
Yeah.
So
That's it.
I am grateful for your work, and I guess other people are too, because it's very important to try out, you know, different shapes, different ways, and
Different shapes
yeah,
and
exactly.
grips and stuff.
and eventually you get the perfect one for you.
Mm.
And that's now. I also wanted to see these bigger ones. Can I?
Yeah, sure,
I'll show you
absolutely.
them. These are 7.5.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to me, they're best on the asynchronous like that is there. Yeah. Either single, so keep one on the shoulder. You can try, keep one on your shoulder. Whoa, God, no, you're being very adventurous there. Very adventurous there. But the thing is, I mean, it's, your arms are you know. This is what I was saying to you about these clubs. Kehoe made 15-pounders, which is basically what these are,
Yeah.
or a bit heavier maybe. But who would it have been for? It would have been only for the sort of the guy that wanted to show you how to pair of really big clubs, because there's so little you can do with them. I mean, yeah, you could, but you're not going to swing 10 minutes with those.
No, maybe
No,
not.
I don't think so. Your arms are just going to burn out.
Maybe just 3 minutes.
Maybe 3 minutes. Yeah.
Just do like a less of a set.
They're monsters, though. They're
very cool. Always dazzled by the seeming complexity of light club swinging? Light Clubs 101 will bring an end to that. In Light Clubs 101, you will learn the absolute fundamentals of light club swinging, also known as Indian clubs. You will learn how to distinguish between crossing and parallel swinging directions. Light Clubs 101 will go further than just teaching you the swings. It will also teach you how to fluidly transition between exercises and also swinging directions. I believe this course is perfect to understand and master the absolute fundamentals of light club swinging and will open up the world of light clubs to you. Will I see you on the other side? Join now on DutchFlowAcademy.com. Boom. Thank you for your attention. It's greatly appreciated. If you like the content, please consider to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see similar videos, you can see them over here. If you're interested in learning more from me as a coach, I've got online courses on DutchFlowAcademy.com. Keep flowing. Ram Ram.